Hey, it's me, Steady Sassy Pants. I'm not feeling very sassy today, to be honest. First of all, I'd like to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day, and I guess a happy single Father's Day to those single dads out there that are getting a day off. But I wanted to take a few minutes to share a little something with you guys, because I have, bonded with a lot of you who I've met here on YouTube and formed some relationships, and I think that it's kind of important to let you guys know what's been going on. A little bit about what's going on. I'm not going to get too much into it because I have a couple announcements, but one of the main thing that I guess I want to let you guys know is that Beanzo and I are no longer together. We actually broke up on Easter, and over the last month we've been trying to somewhat salvage this relationship. Some of you know, some of you don't. There are a lot of outside influences that impact our day-to-day life. It has never been and never will be just Beanzo and I, because if it was, we would have a perfect life. But that is not the case. There are a lot of moving pieces, a lot of influences, a lot of different things that go into our lives, that are part of our lives, that just make it very, very difficult. It makes an already hard situation 1,000 times harder. But I asked a question that I already knew an answer to on Friday, and I needed to hear it so that my heart could move on. I asked Beanzo if he was still in love with me, and he said no. And that's fine. I understand it. I don't love it. I'm very heartbroken. As a matter of fact, I am probably having one of the hardest times I've ever had in my life. Even after a divorce and all kinds of other things, this particular time in my life is very, very difficult. But I needed to hear him say that to me. I needed to know that that it wouldn't matter what I did or what I didn't do. It wouldn't matter how much I poured into it, that it wasn't going to change what it was. You cannot force somebody to be in love with you. You cannot force somebody to love you. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you love them. It doesn't matter how much you give them. It doesn't matter how much you pour into their cup. If they don't feel it, then you're never going to get back what you're giving in. And I'm not saying it's a 50-50, it should be, honestly, it should be a 50-50 thing. And I'm not saying it's tit for tat and everything's perfect and it's a perfect world, but in a real relationship where two people are in love with one another, then they are willing to sacrifice for you. They are willing to fight for you. They are willing to put you first. You will feel, I know this because I've seen it in movies, right? That's the only reference I have, because I've never had it. I've never actually had it, but I know it exists because I have met people that do. But they think about you when they go into the gas station and they pick up your favorite drink or a snack that they know that you like. You are always on their mind. Sending you a text is no issue because they're thinking about you anyways, and they want you to know that they're thinking about that they are thinking about you. So they want to say hey, they want to say good morning, they want to say good night, they want to say hey, I'm going over here and I'm doing that. They never want you to wonder what they're doing or how they're doing or what's going on, because that is what somebody does when they love you. It's not a chore. It's not punishment. It's not you acting like their mother. It is just simply something they want to do because they want you to feel secure. They want you to feel in the know. They want you to know where they're at and never have to wonder. You should never have to wonder. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point because I've got a lot going on in my brain. My brain has been running for a couple days now, and I really am struggling. On top of this, my oldest son, my only son, my oldest child, is graduating high school this Friday. I am so excited and so proud and so sad all at the same time. I didn't know that a person could feel this many emotions at one time. It's insane. I have been overwhelmed with emotions. I have been weighed down to the point that it is difficult. Oh my goodness. It is difficult to get up. But I'm going to make it. I always do. I'm a very strong, independent woman. As a matter of fact, when my last job fired me, that's exactly what they said. They said, we know you're a strong, independent woman, and we know you'll be fine. Here's your paper. Get the hell out. And I was. And I always have been, and I always will be. But I am very sad. I am very, very sad to lose someone so special. Despite the way that I feel right now, he is and always has been an incredibly special human. He is talented, he's intelligent, he's handsome, so very handsome. And I have a physical connection to him that I have had never in my life to anyone ever. I didn't know that it could exist, and I'm scared that I will never find it again. I will miss him. I will miss the way that he makes me laugh and the way that he makes me smile and the dopamine that he makes my brain produce when he gives me a hug and he gives me a kiss and, well, you know, the other things that we do. Riding the motorcycle and going on trips and going to concerts and just putting together a puzzle on the kitchen table. All of those things will be greatly missed. And I am going to struggle to get past this time in my life, but I will. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know, if you take the time to watch this video, it's long, it's crazy. I'm not going to edit it in any way, shape, or form because this is raw, this is real, this is what I'm actually feeling, this is what I'm going through. As a matter of fact, I was trying to turn my camera around here. Maybe I can't. I was going to show you guys how terrible I look. It's Mother's Day. I'm in a messy bun. I'm in a hoodie. I'm in my sweatpants. My hair is crazy. My tears are running. My face is red. I'm having a really normal reaction to heartache, to heartbreak. But anyways, like I said, thank you for taking the time to listen. I do have something exciting. My best friend and I, she lives in a whole nother state, far away, thousands of miles away. But I do believe that we will be starting a live stream, a dual live stream together, where we talk about life, being parents, working parents at that, divorce, heartache, starting over, dealing with life, dealing with expectations versus reality, all kinds of things. Basically, what her and I can talk about on the phone for hours and hours and hours at a time, we're going to put it on a screen and give people an opportunity to put in their 2 cents and what they think and give us new ideas. I'm pretty excited about it. I hope that it does happen. It's going to take a little bit of time and preparation. Obviously, she's in the middle of a big transition herself. But those will all be things that we will discuss should this become what we want it to become. So I am excited about that. I am excited, so excited about my son graduating high school on Friday. I cannot even express the amount of excitement that I have about that. And I'm trying not to let my heartache outweigh my pride and my excitement and the wonderful things that are happening. Even though it's very strong, it's a very strong and painful heartache. Probably, honestly, the worst one I've ever had. I was married previously, and if you stick around and we do put these live streams into effect, you will hear all about that. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I was married before and my heart hurt, but I made some terrible decisions. So this is really painful. Anyway, that's that. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you again for watching. If you did take the time to watch, I'm sorry it is all over the place and crazy and has no structure. And it's a little crazy video. But I just needed you guys to know that I have asked Beans not to bring me up on the live stream anymore. In order for me to get over this, I am going to have to distance myself completely. So I have asked him not to communicate with me in any way, shape, or form. I've asked him not to bring me up on the live stream. So if you do watch this and you do go to his streams, you know, maybe don't bring me up, because it is going to be hard for him, I think, to combat that for a while. But I can't partake, I can't participate, I can't come to the streams. I have to separate myself completely in order to be able to move on. So there you have it. I hope everybody has a happy Sunday.